You are missing the blessings you have because they're not the blessings you want. Now, this is something that I've been thinking as I've just been chatting and working with people and even being reflective of myself. Makes me think of how often we overlook what's right in front of us because it doesn't look like that version that we had in our heads. Now, I've been doing a lot of workouts at the house, and there's this trainer. Shout out to Jess Sims. If you guys want to send her this message to let her know she inspired me. But she says this phrase, I don't have to, I get to. And that last part that I get to has really just been resonating with me so much. It had me reflective and thinking as we've kind of gone through the last couple of weeks. I get to think about how I get to walk my girls to school. I get to watch my wife grow her business and grow into the woman that she has worked so hard to become. I get to work with some amazing people every single day. And these aren't just small things. If I really look at it, these are truly blessings. And even if that phrase, that's not your language, they're just these amazing opportunities. But for me, they're proof that I'm living out parts of a life that I once dreamed, hoped, and prayed for. But I have a personality flaw, and I'm sure I'm not like the only one that's out there. I have this tendency of getting things done, making sure it happens, trying to do things with excellence, but I kind of move on. Like once it's done, someone was fussing at me the other day, a couple of years ago, 2 summers ago, actually. I went ahead and challenged myself to write a book, for example. And I did it, and it was hard work, and I did it over the course of a summer, and I released it, and it's there. I just kind of mentally moved on to the next thing. And guess what? It's a blessing that I got to write a book because that's not something that most people do or attempt. But here's the danger of this flaw that I have. If I'm so focused on chasing the next thing, I can miss the gift of the life and the things that I already have. And it's not just that I miss gratitude, because I'm grateful for the things, but it's that I miss the other doors and opportunities that could be open from the very blessings that are right in front of me. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not telling you to stop dreaming big. I'm not suggesting that we should give up on our goals or stop striving for a better way of living in life. Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is we shouldn't get so tunnel visioned on that dream and aspiration that's in your head that you dismiss the blessings that are right at your hands. Because here's the truth. Everything that you need to succeed, the connections, the character, the preparation, the lessons, it's all already around you. But if your heart and your mind aren't open to it, you will never see what's right in front of you. And what I want us to consider is that the blessings that we seek are often the preparation. You know, that coworker or that colleague or that person you're overlooking, that individual might be the bridge to the opportunity that you've been waiting on. You know, those daily mundane responsibilities that you're always belly aching about? It may be building the discipline that you need for when that door finally swings wide open. Second thing I think about is we have a tendency of calling ordinary is usually things that are extraordinary to other people. See, you're not the standard. See, your everyday existence is not the same as someone else's. You know, walking my daughters to school, for example, may just seem like another morning routine, but hopefully it's shaping a connection, relationship, and legacy that I want to leave with them. That those are core memories that they can remember for a lifetime. Thirdly, I want to suggest that chasing things without clarity really creates blindness in our lives. See, if your pursuits of things isn't aligned with your fundamental being, you'll keep running but never feel fulfilled. Now, I get it. There's a lot of things that we're chasing. We're chasing money and status and resources, and nothing's wrong with that. But without alignment to who you are, who you want to be, and who you want to become, you'll keep chasing those shadows, all while missing the blessings that are right there in front of you, pointing you to a path that you were never meant to take. I remember LeBron James a couple of years ago was asked in an interview about what keeps him motivated and what keeps him going. And he said, I'm chasing the ghost of 23. And it kind of resonated with me because he was chasing this legacy of an individual where they are two completely different players. Now, I know this is probably going to spark some debate somewhere in some barbershop about the GOAT conversation. But to be honest, if he's chasing the legacy of another person, of another time, and another context, in another era, he could miss out on all the amazing things that he's achieved. And I think he's settled into a little bit of like who he is and what he's become, most points in the league and longevity and all those other things. But I just hope that's an example of how chasing something that's not aligned with you can really blind you from what's in front of you. Now, I don't believe LeBron James cares as much about what I'm saying. So don't send it to him and be like, hey, this guy's talking about you. He has enough people talking about him on those sports shows. And the last point that I want to think of, and I guess maybe recap. So the first thing was blessings are often the preparation for the life that you want. What you called ordinary is often extraordinary to other people. Thirdly, chasing without clarity creates blindness in our world for the things that are right in front of us. And the last point that I think about is when you are open to receiving the blessings, it unlocks the door for more blessings. And again, if that's not your language, receiving opportunities, finding opportunities unlocks the door to more opportunities. See, when you are open to really receive what's in front of you, I feel like the universe just trusts you with more. And when you're trusted with more, you can lock in to be grateful. And I believe gratefulness multiplies. And I can tell you a closed mind, a closed heart misses all these things. So here's what I want you to do. Today, stop and ask yourself, what blessings am I missing because it's not the one you wanted? I want you to flip the question when you've come to that answer. And I want you to ask, what do I already have that could be the seed of what I'm dreaming about? Because maybe the thing that you've been waiting for isn't out there. Maybe it's already right here in your life, disguised as ordinary, waiting for you to notice. So don't miss the blessings you already have, guys. I know a lot that's going on, but don't miss the blessings we already have. Don't resent the things that are in your hand while you're longing for what's in your head. The dream, the goal, look, keep chasing it. Don't stop it just because it may have taken a little more time, or maybe because it didn't come as easy as you thought it was going to be. Maybe because the road that you're taking doesn't match up to that journey that you had in your head. But I encourage you to chase those things with your eyes, your heart, and your mind wide open. Because the very things you think are in the way might actually be the way for you to get to where you're going. And as always, guys, just want you to know, I love you much.